Hello, JM, Ocean Avenue, friends and family. Franco Cavaleri here on what we call the Franco live broadcast. And today we're going to talk a little bit about, well, several things, in fact. We're going to talk about Wave Nutrition. We had an extensive review of the Wave Nutrition supplements that are designed with synergies and each of them with distinct properties. We discussed those last week. This week we'll just do a brief overview. It'll take a minute. But I want to go into some new product launches. I'm going to talk with our infamous Les Delep, and this man has really been burning it up on the Trim for Life lifestyle. We're going to hear a little bit about his experiences and his excitement. We are going to talk about, again, the new product launch as well as a new program launch, a quick start program. And in the pilot trials, let me tell you, this program in 3 days only, we've seen between 3 and 5 pounds lost. That's amazing, and I'll show you how that's done shortly. So first of all, let's talk about Wave Nutrition to bring back our focus on why and how this works. We know that, we've got several products that are core to this Wave Nutrition supplement line. We have Focus, and we know that Focus typically is used to support energy. It's used as a pre-workout supplement that can be taken before the workout, not only to improve energy, but to augment the metabolism. Because we all know that if you engage in physical work, those first 10 to 15 minutes will involve burning glycogen or oxidizing glycogen as a source of energy. We all store glycogen in the muscles, and it is the nature of the muscle to actually utilize localized glycogen as a primary source of energy because it's quick and easy to use. And then when it runs out, it starts to burn fat. What we're doing with Focus is we're switching the body into fat burning mode immediately upon working out, so you get the best bang for your energy and effort output on that exercise program. I get on the treadmill, Focus, right before that treadmill work. It helps me burn fat from the get-go and keeps the six-pack in action. So then we have Empower. Why Empower? Like, let's say, for example, you don't have clinical inflammatory disease or you don't have an injury to speak of, but Empower still fits into your program because, listen, we all have a certain degree of subclinical inflammation that festers. You may feel it, you may not feel it, but what happens is most of us, after age 30, feel that subclinical inflammation if we impose stress on the body, physical stress, including mental stress that causes cortisol secretion. So how does Empower work to combat that? Well, Empower helps to subdue that inflammatory festering so it allows you to cope with the physical work. It allows you to recover fast so you don't get that post-workout soreness like you did you do typically if you strain and work hard. And we all know that, you go for a walk, go for a bike ride with your younger siblings or your child or your nephew, and suddenly, the next day, they seem to be fine, but if you're age 35, 40, you know that your soreness is going to be greater than theirs, and Empower helps you recover from that standpoint. So there's a lot of ways to utilize Empower. That subclinical inflammation also interferes with insulin function. It's known to actually exacerbate or contribute to fatness, so it's very difficult to kind of cut that inflammatory fog when you're trying to burn weight, and Empower helps you do that. So each of these products, Focus before the workout, Empower for a different reason for the inflammatory controls, each of them has distinct properties, distinct pharmacology, distinct activity, but together there's profound synergies. We know that taking Invigorate, for example, Invigorate helps to improve mood, improve willpower. And Invigorate is something that you take and you may not feel an assertive or aggressive change in metabolism in the first few days. But what you do notice right away, your appetite's suppressed, you have better control over food choices simply because you are fortifying serotonin efficiencies in the neural synapses, which allows you to stay in a better mood and in better control. It also helps to mobilize fat so that your body's burning fat as a source of energy during that physical work, during the day, and it improves also the thermogenic effect. That's the body's ability to use fat to burn as a source of energy and create heat, thermogenic. So all these things together work well. Now you've noticed I haven't talked about our meal alternative, or the product we may use to assist and supplement breakfast or as a snack or as late night. Now Wave Smart is being upgraded, and today we're going to hear about Wave Smart Pro. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we've done to enhance and augment this product, and we'll talk about the Quick Start program and how that comes together to really power train and power rev your metabolism. Now, we call the 3-day Quick Start Rev Up. And before we go into these additions, I want to talk to Les DeLepp. Les, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
All right, Les, I want to know something. I want to know, how long have you been on the Trim for Life program as of today?
How much weight?
No, how long have you been on the program so far as of today?
Since April 10th. So
Okay.
We're looking at
Almost 2 months.
almost 2 months.
And how are you doing? Tell us about your experiences, because, you know, I don't even know how much weight you've lost. I'm not sure how you're feeling. We haven't really gotten together to discuss how we're going to proceed on this call. This is all spontaneous. But I do know that if you've been doing this for 2 months and you've been diligent, because I know that you just burned this thing up, you've got to see some major changes in your life. Tell us about it.
Well, so far, I got to share something, you know, even with the weight and how I feel is, man, that Wave Empower is changing my life. You know, I've been on steroids for off and on for about 6 years and put on, you know, a lot of weight because of it. And I have not felt this good in a long time. Like, I just don't have any pain in my lower back, like, whatsoever. When I'm exercising, when I'm driving on a daily basis, you know, I'm stuck. I'm a road driver, and I'm stuck in a truck for, you know, anywhere between 9 to 13, 14 hours a day, just driving. And man, I just feel phenomenal. But I can definitely tell it in my waist. I was at a size 50 pants and a size 3X, 4X shirt. Now I'm down to a 44. Now on the scale, I'm looking at about 24, 25 pounds. I've been getting some bloating. I think it's not that I think. I know it's the side effects of me coming off of the steroids. But it has just been simply phenomenal that I'm down to a 44 in waist, and then I'm down to a 2X in shirt. When I go to the barber shop, when I go to get my hair cut, she can actually button the apron because I've got a humongous neck, and she can actually now button the apron. So I mean, that's how I can tell, not just by a scale, but by the things that have been going on, and the recovery from the Wave Empower and the energy that I get from the Wave Focus, and how I can literally tell when I take, you know, as advised by you, of taking the Focus 30 minutes before I work out. I notice that I go into like sweat mode a lot quicker, but it's not like a jittery energy by any means whatsoever. It's very smooth. But I just like that I'm not having to work out 15 to 20 minutes to go into what you call fat burning mode, because usually that's about how long it takes me to kind of go into get a good sweat. But if I take that Focus about 30 minutes before, man, I notice it within like the first 5 minutes. So, I mean, so far, just the combination of the products and this wonderful shake, man, it's all coming together, and, man, much appreciation.
Les, let me qualify a couple things. This is amazing. Like, I live through you amazing people when you get to experience this, because, you know, I've been there and done that. People look at me and say, you know, you're fit. You really don't have to work at it. Well, I work at it hard, and there are periods in my life when I wasn't fit. So I want to commend you for sharing that, and we're going to continue on with your experiences in a moment. But I want to qualify something because it's quite important. When Les is talking about the steroid use, to give everybody an update on what we talked about in a previous call with you, well, Les had a serious back injury that required therapy as well as pain management and inflammatory and management of inflammation. And so you had long-term periodic cycling of what we call corticosteroids. And, you know, unfortunately, corticosteroid applications, these are glucocorticoids that emulate cortisol in the body. And in very high doses, they have very powerful immune mediating activity that helps to downregulate inflammation. But the challenge is they have significant side effects. And I find, and this is quite unfortunate, that many the medical practitioners may not advise the people that are using corticosteroids when they need to, advise them that one of the major side effects with corticosteroid applications is significant weight loss over a long period of time. And you get a lot of bloating, a lot of puffiness from water retention. You get that moon face side effect. And my gosh, it can impede thyroxine activity long term. It interferes with insulin function, so it can increase the risk for diabetes. The unfortunate thing is that you need these corticosteroids in order to actually function, but you have to be careful and manage them. And so, using the products in the way we're using them here helps you taper off them more effectively, because you have a replacement anti-inflammatory that helps to give you a bit of a transition period. But also then you have metabolic support that supports insulin function, supports serotonin efficiency, and things like that. So I just wanted to qualify that the steroid application is a corticosteroid that's used quite frequently in medical practice for the right reasons. The unfortunate thing is that there are side effects, and the weight gain is a big one. And Les, I mean, you're overcoming this, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I started off at 364 pounds on April 10th, and I'm hovering around the 340 area, and I've been getting some bloating, but the bloating seems to be gone. And man, I gotta admit, even on the steroids themselves, I still had lower back pain. I still had inflammation and so on. I mean, it helped a little bit, but man, the retention of water in my legs and everything else that I was going through, I don't have those side effects. There is no side effects. I mean, I feel really, really good. I'm pretty go-lucky, kind of happy guy all the time anyway, but I will admit the Wave Invigorate has been pretty neat too, because of, I guess it's, you're the, what the videos that I watch with you, the ginseng, it just kind of gets you in that mood to get going. And so even on those days where I'm happy, but I'm just not 100%, man, it really seems to boost the mood to get me going. And I just this journey, it's been fun, because even with the app and talking about food choices and exercise choices and stuff, you're not out there by yourself. It's a full program. So I like the support that I get, and I really do enjoy the product. Shakes, like, if it's not the most delicious shake I've ever had, it's right there with everything. And then I love that it doesn't have the soy. So.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the shakes, because we are going to go into this Wave Smart Pro. Okay, so this is an important addition. I've been working on this for a while, and we've had these questions that are just regular. And the regular question is, which protein do I use? Is it Wave Beyond or is it Wave Smart? And when and how? And so the challenge has been for our entire team at JM Ocean Avenue is not necessarily trying to explain when and how to use the products, but getting to people in time and being able to give the direction. So we simplified things, and the simplification is an actual improvement in Wave Smart to Wave Smart Pro. So today's the first day that we're launching Wave Smart Pro. Now, what's different about Wave Smart Pro? Well, Wave Smart Pro takes the best of Wave Smart and the best of Wave Beyond, and they're brought together into one amazing product that has the peptides in them at sufficient quantities for glutathione support like Wave Beyond had. We have the same whey peptide built into that. At the same time, however, Wave Smart Pro delivers the timed release protein system, the micellar casein. Now, we've had the question about micellar casein. What is it? Well, micellar casein is not your typical sodium caseinate or calcium caseinate. Micellar casein is a clumped, so to speak, casein that actually forms a ringlet of casein, a calcium caseinate molecule. And what happens is that this molecule, because it's a ringlet amongst the rest of the protein sources that are built into Wave Smart, it's harder for the enzymes, digestive enzymes, to get to it. And so it becomes a slow-release protein, a very high-quality, slow-release protein. So you have your whey peptides that enter quickly to fulfill recovery and muscle saturation and regeneration. And then you've got pea protein and micellar casein that enter the body a lot slower. so that it helps to sustain appetite and fulfill satisfaction. So you've got this immediate injection of protein that occurs with Wave Smart through the whey peptide, and then a slow release that helps with appetite suppression. Then you have your fibers. You have a wide array of fiber that's included in the formula, along with greens. And the new addition we've added are the berry extracts. And so we've taken the berry extracts that we see in Wave Beyond and added them to the Wave Smart to improve ORAC value. ORAC value is simply the antioxidant potential within the protein. So keep in mind that you have 2 levels of antioxidants built into Wave Smart Pro. You've got the glutathione enhancement delivered by the whey peptides. Now, glutathione is an intracellular antioxidant. It is built by the cell within the cell to work from the inside out. And so then you have your berry antioxidants that work from the outside in. And so you have this outside in, inside out activity of the antioxidants. You have the protein source that's slow released. And then you have your greens, and the greens supply phytoantioxidants. We talked about phytoantioxidants in previous email bursts to the public. Phytoantioxidants are simply antioxidants that are derived from phyto or plant foods. And these antioxidants support the berry antioxidants to help maintain cell health and reduce what we call nutrient deficiency cravings. The beautiful thing about these greens, the spirulina, the chlorella that we've added to the product, they supply vitamins, minerals, and phytoantioxidants that are inherent in these plant foods, and what those do is improve nutrient density, so you are less likely to succumb to nutrient deficiency cravings. And that's why this Wave Smart Pro works so well. Now here's what we've done. We've taken the Trim for Life program that we know works so well, and the lesses of the world have seen amazing results with it, and then we've created an offshoot that's a starting program called the Quick Start. Now the Quick Start is a 3-day program, and I'm telling you, you go on this 3-day program and you're going to lose 3 to 5 pounds, because what it's doing is it's shifting the osmotic balance in the body to improve potassium load in the body and reduce sodium load, and you lose water. I'll tell you, I did the 3-day program before I left for a wedding to Calgary this weekend, and it's a great system to use when you know you're heading into a full day where you have no control over food selection, because that day then becomes your so-called cheat day, and the 3 days before are stricter, where you've lost some weight, you've set up the metabolism in such a way that it's revving, and that's why we call it rev up. You rev up that metabolism, and then 2 to 3 days afterwards, that metabolism's flying. So if you take a cheat day, there's nothing that cheat day can do to thwart the metabolism. And so the nice thing about the Quick Start program that we call Rev Up, the nice thing about this Rev Up is that you can do it 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on, 2 days off, and continue on your merry way that way, and that program will work amazingly. Or you use it as a 3 days on prior to Trim for Life to start the metabolism revving as you flow into Trim for Life. Or the way I love using this is you do the 3-day Quick Start to start your program, you get on Trim for Life, because you have the app to guide you day by day, food selection by food selection. And then what you do is that you would use the Quick Start program periodically, every 4 or 5 days, to kind of give yourself a boost in terms of metabolic correction. And so the nice thing is that all these systems and all these products work together with the Trim for Life program, bringing it and weaving it together into the app. So your food selections are in the app, your exercise programs in the app, and the Quick Start program could be your offside to get you started into the system. It's an amazing system. Now we did the Quick Start just for the kicks in our pilot group, and the average was 3 to 5 pounds lost. Amazing. It's amazing. It is irrefutably, it's impossible to fail on that system, because it's step by step. You're hand fed every single minute of the day. Now we do have the Rev Up promotion that starts today, and it ends June 30th. Okay. Now the Rev Up promotion is the Wave Smart Pro package. Okay, the Wave Smart Pro package, and you can go online and have a look at the details with this, is on for $339.95 retail, but the wholesale price is $175. That's $339.95 retail. The wholesale price is $175. The PV is $174. So that's a $174 PV, and the BV is 105. So the Rev Up program starts today with the introduction of the Wave Smart Pro, our new product that integrates Wave Beyond and Wave Smart with a high ORAC value, antioxidant system, high protein. And the nice thing about Wave Smart Pro is that the protein content has been increased over that of Wave Smart to make sure the system works on both ends of the spectrum. For those using Wave Beyond in the past, those using Wave Smart Pro or Wave Smart in the past, now we have the hierarchical advanced Wave Smart Pro that incorporates the two systems. Now, Les, do you have any more to tell us about this system and this program you're using?
Well, I want to add that you know, when I'm using this, please don't discount, you know, for the people that are listening, people that are watching, you know, please don't discount taking just one of the system. You know, they work synergistically together. And, you know, with that being said, all I'm doing is following the directions. Now, because of my weight being a little bit bigger, I do take a little bit more of the Wave Invigorator. I take a little bit more of the Wave Empower. But you know, all I can say is if you haven't tried these products, definitely try them out. The combo pack itself, if you look at the price of it, it's a really good deal. Because if you separate them out, it's quite a bit more. But just, you know, continue to use them, continue to share them with other people. And I've never seen a system like this. I'm not into diuretics. I'm not into things that make you lose like a ton of water weight and give you like a false feeling that you're achieving something. I like that this system, you know, with the Rev Up, and being able to cycle in and out of that is you know, helping your body and so on. But I like that it's nutrition and it's the right way of doing it instead of like a quick fix that we all know doesn't last, and it's not good for the body and it doesn't work. So I do want to say, you know, thank you for these incredible products. Thanks for having me on today. And man, I know I'm excited about the new Wave Smart Pro, and man, I just want to say thank you.
Les, I am so honored that you've joined us and shared your life experiences. I think that, you know, this is a new chapter in your life, a new chapter in the life of many people who join in on the Trim for Life program. And you know, I have to say that this overall experience for me has been amazing. I get to share my experiences, the scientific and academic experiences, as well as my practical. And, you know, I think it's been the most fulfilling period in my life to be able to have people like Les and people like everybody else listening join in and experience the things that I know work, that bring joy, and also longevity, and not just to the people using it, because you yourself, you're an example. You're an example to someone. Each and every single one of us is an example to someone. And this is especially the case when it comes to your children. We all know, and it's always been said, that you can tell them what to do, but in order to really make it stick, we got to show them how to live a lifestyle that's functional, that brings them into their generation with a chance to thrive and a chance to be successful in life, whatever that means to the individual. So, you know, although this is about the Rev Up promotion, this is a critical platform for us to be introducing and inviting people onto a Trim for Life program to change their lives and start a new chapter in their lives. And again, this Rev Up promotion is centered around what we call the hero product, Wave Smart Pro, because it truly is a hero product. It has everything you need. You know that most of us, including our children, don't get enough protein, don't get enough greens, don't get enough fiber in the diet because we're living a fast-paced, processed lifestyle. And the Wave Smart Pro fulfills all that. It's not just a weight management product. It fills the holes and the gaps where we're missing critical nutrition in our lives, and it's one of the reasons why it's empowering. It empowers your body to do what it's supposed to do, and that is to maintain health. And it does that for your children. My children take a smoothie in the morning, and my wife makes the smoothie for everybody to drink in the morning. And it is really the best start that helps you control blood sugar, helps you control appetite, and empowers the body to recover, regenerate, and the human being to be the best they possibly can be, not only to themselves but to society and the community. And with that, I want to thank you all for joining us. And please go online, call our office, and have them give you more information about RevUp and Wave Smart Pro as the centerpiece to that program. Again, it's $339 retail, but the wholesale price is $175 for the package, and the PV is $174, the BV is $105, and it ends June 30th, but the sooner you get on it, the sooner you can repeat it, even in that same month, and help people achieve their goals and help you achieve your financial and health goals. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Les, thanks for being the champion you are, and joining us and sharing with us and cheering people on while we all work together to help you find your goals. Good night.
Thank you.